Hello everyone, this is our 2004 Honda S2000 with 102,684 miles. Black soft top AP2. Beautiful car. So it does have almost 103,000 miles. However, this car does not show it anywhere. It's completely stock, unmodified, original wheels. Doesn't even have an intake or anything. All stock. It runs and drives unbelievably well. This feels like a brand new S2000, and how you get one with 102,000 miles that feels like it's brand new and looks like it's brand new is beyond me. Definitely hats off to the owner of this car, taking extremely good care of it. I'm not seeing any blemishes up front. So there's just a few very small marks from, I guess, road debris. They're not even quite chips, they're just small marks. Very, very difficult to see. If you're anything more than like a foot away from the car, you're not going to see them. And they're few and far between. Excuse me. Front driver's side fender looks really good. Does have a couple small marks under the S2000 emblem, but nothing significant. Even those are very difficult to see. Really nice wheels, they look great, no flaws, no rash or anything like that. Driver's side mirror, a couple of very small chips but nothing noticeable. Driver's side door, small rock chip in the top right corner. Again, just a few marks on the door, just nothing serious. Might even be able to buff out. Rear quarter panel, driver's side, no flaws. Rear driver's side wheel, we've got a few marks on some of the spokes. Again, it's all very minor wear. Definitely, you would expect way more with the car's mileage. Looking at the back bumper, got a few small marks in the back here. They're not even scuffs or scratches. It's just like, I don't know. It's hard to even explain. That might be a scuff, but it looks like stuff that would be relatively simple to correct if you felt inclined to do so. Some scuffing here on the passenger side of the rear bumper. Very, very light though. Doesn't show up very well. Dual exit polished exhaust tips. Top of the rear deck lid looks good. The soft top is pristine. Glass back window. The top looks perfect. Passenger rear quarter panel. Looks really good. Just one tiny touch-up mark there. Rear passenger wheel. Really nice. Again, no rash, no blemishes or anything like that. Passenger door. Got a couple small rock chips under the mirror. But for the most part, the door looks really good. Passenger mirror just has one rock chip right there. Otherwise immaculate. And the front passenger fender. Few very small marks just behind the headlight. And we have one small area right here on the fender. Looks like potentially cracked paint. And the front passenger wheel looks excellent. I'll go ahead and walk around the car from a 1 foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we like to do these comprehensive walk around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1 foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis. It helps to separate the larger, more obvious flaws from the smaller, less significant ones, helping to give you a more accurate representation of the overall condition of the vehicle. Hopefully I've done that. Super clean AP2. This car is really, really nice. It does have just a few cosmetic issues, but what 18-year-old car with 102,000 miles doesn't? I think for what it is, the year, mileage, etc., this car is extremely clean, and the feeling, just the way that it runs and drives is almost surreal. Like, it feels so good. The suspension is not jarring. It's not difficult to shift. The engine sounds healthy. It feels like a brand new car. On the interior, we do have black and tan leather. Love the combination. It's not overkill with the tan. There's enough black accenting to break it up. It looks really nice. I love the interior on this car. It is, of course, a bit smaller car. But for it being a really, subcompact sports car, it does accommodate larger people pretty well. So I will say I'm 6'1", 190-ish, and I fit in these seats very comfortably. They don't grip me aggressively. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to pack myself into a seat. I have plenty of headroom, plenty of foot room. It's actually really forgiving on the interior. So if you are a larger person and you're worried about, what a great iconic sports car, can I even enjoy this? The odds are probably yeah. So if you're a bigger person, don't be intimidated by the size of this car. It does accommodate people pretty well. So here in the interior, you can see gauge clutch is reading 102,684 miles. No warning lights. Everything is happy. All the buttons are pristine. I mean, none of the markings are worn off. There's no wear on the steering wheel somehow, which is insane because I've seen cars with half the mileage have, worn out steering wheels. Shift knob looks awesome. Leather shift boot looks good. I mean, the interior is pristine. I did, however, forget to mention we do have 2 cracks in the windshield there and there. However, they have been filled and sealed, so they won't progress any further. They are safe. It's not going to compromise the integrity of the windshield. However, it is a cosmetic flaw in the windshield, so it's fine how it is, and the only thing it affects is the aesthetic of the car. So it does have a one-touch express down window, power mirrors. It does have manual seats. You can actually, so push to start, obviously, as I just showed you. You have your radio volume there, and then mute and your channel select. More audio controls here. You've got your blinker and your headlights here. Cruise control, top left right here. Window defroster over there. Cruise control here. And your climate control on the right. And your original radio is in here. Most of these cars have had the radios replaced with something aftermarket, so the fact that it has a stock one is very impressive. AC blows ice cold. I know you can't really see it, but the vent selection knob works. Goes through all of the gears perfectly. Soft top functions without issue. Super easy to do the soft top. Just those 2 latches you have to take down and then pull down on the roof button. It drops the windows in the top almost instantly. It's like up and down within maybe 5 seconds. It's insanely efficient with installing and uninstalling the soft top, which I love. This is one of my favorite soft top systems other than probably the Miata. And this car just looks really good with the top down. This is definitely one of those iconic sports cars that just looks right with the top down. This car is an unbelievable amount of fun, especially for the money. Just objectively, even if this car costs twice what it does, it's still so much fun. 8,000 RPM, 4-cylinder, rear-wheel drive, a tightly geared 6-speed manual transmission. This car is a track weapon, autocross road course. Absolutely amazing. So much aftermarket support for this if you want to get forced deduction or build the engine, whatever. There's all kinds of parts out there for the F22. This is just such an iconic Japanese sports car. It's awesome. I will go ahead and show you the engine bay real quick before I get too carried away. Speaking of the F22C, so here it is. Peeling valve cover like pretty much every other S2000 in the world. It's just what they do. But yeah, it's stock airbox, stock exhaust, doesn't have coilovers. You have a completely blank slate here, just completely unmodified, which is so rare with these cars because so many people do wheels, coilovers, intake exhaust, and drive the wheels off of them. But this one has been very, very well taken care of. It's all original. Idles so smooth. Like, this car still has a lot of life left in it and still has so many miles left to be driven. This car deserves to be owned by somebody who can appreciate it, because this is a relatively rare find. So that is our 2004 Honda S2000 AP2. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this car on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.